Hi, I'm Kyle Harris, and we're going to go over a dynamic warm-up that could be used for soccer prior to a game or a practice. This is based on dynamic flexibility. My subject here is Dan Smith, and he just performed an aerobic warm-up, a general warm-up to get blood flow going. Soccer is 98%, uses the aerobic system 98% of the time, and a general warm-up of jogging or some other type of aerobic activity will allow greater tissue extensibility and also increases performance for cardiorespiratory activities. So we've performed that. Now Dan's gonna address some tight and overactive muscles by performing some foam rolling, and he's gonna foam the IT band first. He's gonna foam roll the IT band here, and what he's gonna do is find any tender, tight, or overactive areas, and he's gonna hold that and hold pressure there for 30 to 60 seconds or until that tension feels like it releases. There may be more than one area here that he needs to address, so if he needed to, he could roll up or down the foam roller. After that, he's gonna switch and do his adductors, his adductor complex on the inside of his thigh. Same thing, he's gonna find that area that might be tight, overactive, or slightly painful, and he's gonna hold that for 30 to 60 seconds. Obviously, Dan would do both legs, but for the video here, we're gonna show Dan doing only one leg to keep this video a little shorter. So he's found that area there, he's gonna hold that, and then after that, we're gonna get the TFL. We're gonna move back to the outside of the leg, and we're gonna get that upper portion of the lateral leg there, and we're gonna foam roll that TFL for 30 to 60 seconds. And then once we're done there, we're actually gonna do the gluteal muscles. So Dan's gonna show you how you could foam roll the gluteal muscles. The side of the glute that he's gonna do, he is going to cross his leg there and try to find the areas that are tight, tender, or overactive, and hold that again. Once we've addressed the foam rolling and we've done some self-myofascial release and corrected some of those areas that may be overactive or have microspasms due to trauma and injury, we are gonna do some lateral tube walking. This is the dynamic flexibility portion of the warm-up. So Dan's gonna put that tube on, and the lower we get, the more we're going to work the glutes. Dan's got it around his ankle, and he's gonna do just a few. We would do about 10 steps to each side in a typical warm-up. So he's gonna walk to one side here, and he would do about 10 each way prior to competition or practice. Once we've done the tube walking, we're gonna do some hurdle walks to help to loosen up the hips a little bit more and the glutes. So we're gonna open up. We're gonna start with open to close hurdle walks. And Dan's just gonna do a couple strides with each leg. He's gonna lift that knee out and up and then bring it in. Out and up and bring it in. We would do 10 steps with each leg. And then when we return, Dan's gonna go open or close to open. So he's gonna lift the knee straight up, and then he's gonna open that up and work posteriorly a little bit. Again, we would do 10 with each leg. Once Dan's done with that, the next dynamic flexibility activity we're gonna do is a lunge with a knee pull. And this is not a full lunge. We're gonna lunge out, trying to keep that back leg straight, and then we're gonna pull that knee up to the chest. This works the quad and hip flexor, and then it also works the posterior chain, letting the hamstring and the glutes in. Again, you would do 10 steps and 10 pulls with each leg, alternating each time. The next dynamic flexibility exercise is gonna be the single leg RDL. Dan's gonna step out, reach across and down with his opposite hand, trying to maintain his balance, and then he'll take a step or two and then do the opposite leg. Following that, we're gonna perform inchworms. Dan will stand erect. He'll go down, walk his hands out, using his shoulders and his arms, and then trying to keep his legs straight. He's gonna inch himself towards his hands, and then walk back out into a high plank or push-up position, and then continue that. We would do 10 of those, and then we would move to leg swings. We're gonna do leg swings. We're gonna do front to back first, and he'd perform 10 front to back leg swings with each leg. And then after that, he's going to do lateral leg swings.